they told you the Bible was complete, that everything you needed to know was already there. But what if they were wrong? What if one of the most powerful, controversial, and prophetic books was ripped out, buried, and silenced? For a reason. This isn't just some lost text. This is the Book of Enoch, and its secret prophecy about the end times is unlike anything you've ever heard. Enoch wasn't just a side character in the Bible, he was chosen. The seventh generation from Adam, a man so pure, so righteous that God didn't let him die. Instead, Enoch was taken straight into heaven, alive. But before he vanished, he left behind something, a book, a warning, a vision of what's coming at the end of time, and the things it describes. They make the Book of Revelation look tame. Picture this, Enoch standing in a heavenly realm, staring at the Watchers, fallen angels who disobeyed God, came to earth, and corrupted humanity. These weren't your average demons. These were once glorious beings, now twisted by rebellion. And according to Enoch, they didn't just fall. They taught mankind forbidden knowledge. Sorcery, weaponry, seduction. They were the reason the world drowned in a flood. But that was just the beginning. Because Enoch saw beyond the flood, beyond his time. He saw our time. He saw a world consumed by pride and violence. A world where men played God, mixing flesh with machines. A world that looked eerily like ours, obsessed with power, blind to spirit. And then Enoch saw judgment. Not judgment like fire raining from the sky, though that happens too. He saw courts in heaven. He saw the Ancient of Days, God himself, seated on a throne of glory, surrounded by fiery wheels, as countless angels stood in silence. And then the books were opened. Here's the twist. This prophecy wasn't just about humans. It was about the angels. The Watchers would be judged first. The ones who fell. The ones who bred with human women and created giants, the Nephilim. The ones who turned Earth into a playground of corruption, and their children. Their spirits would roam the Earth as evil forces until the end. Sound familiar? Enoch wrote that these spirits, these disembodied giants, would possess the Earth, influence kings, start wars, build empires of greed, all leading to one final era. The era of the Great Deception, an age where light is called dark, where evil is celebrated, where truth is laughed at, and that's when the Son of Man would return. Now, the term Son of Man, it's used in the Bible. Jesus uses it, but Enoch mentioned it centuries earlier. He described a divine figure, born of woman, but from eternity. Someone hidden, waiting for his moment. Someone who would rise when the world reached its breaking point. This figure doesn't come like a lamb. He comes like a lion, with justice in his eyes. He will sit on the throne of glory, and every secret deed, every hidden evil, every lie will be exposed. And here's where it gets chilling. According to Enoch, the righteous, not the religious, the righteous, those who stand for truth and endure the mockery of the world, they'll shine like the stars. But the kings, the rulers, the giants of industry and war, they will fall. Their towers, their systems, their secret councils, all gone in a breath. Enoch even saw the resurrection. He saw the valley of bones coming alive. He saw the spirits of the righteous rejoicing. But the wicked, they begged for another chance. And they didn't get it. He saw two paths, one of fire, one of light. And humanity would have to choose. The most disturbing part? Enoch said the final deception would be so powerful, so convincing, that even the elect, if they weren't grounded, would fall for it. He spoke of beings that would come looking like saviors, offering peace, promising unity, but behind their smiles, chaos, sound like aliens. False messiahs? Advanced days. Enoch didn't use modern terms, but what he described aligns too closely with the warnings we hear from prophets, seers, and even scientists today. And why was this book hidden? Simple. Because it's dangerous. Not because it's false, but because it's too true. Because it tears the veil off reality and exposes the real war, not between nations, not between ideologies, but between heaven and the fallen. The early church fathers debated the Book of Enoch. Some revered it, some feared it. The Ethiopian church kept it. The Western world buried it. But the echoes of Enoch's words remained in Jude and Revelation and Daniel, the giants, the watchers, the prophecy. It all connects. And now, as we stand at the edge of technological godhood, genetic editing, planetary surveillance, Enoch's words are coming alive. He warned of the rise of knowledge, of man becoming like gods, of judgment coming not with warning, but like a thief. He warned of the days when people would seek death but not find it, when the sun would scorch, when the waters would turn bitter, when heaven itself would shake. But he also spoke of hope, of a new heaven, a new earth, a kingdom not built by man, but by God, a world without pain, without corruption, where truth reigns. Enoch's prophecy is not fear, it's fire, a fire to wake up a sleeping world. You've been told the end times are coming. Enoch tells you they're already here, not with signs in the sky, but signs in the soul. When love grows cold, when families fall apart, when truth is censored, when lies go viral, that's when you know. And in those days, Enoch says, the righteous will be mocked, canceled, persecuted, but they will endure. And when the Son of Man returns, they will stand with him, clothed in light, while the world watches in silence. So what now? This isn't about fear, it's about choice. Will you walk blind with the masses? Or will you rise like Enoch and see? Because the book wasn't lost, it was hidden. And now it's been found. And that means the clock is ticking. And so Enoch continued walking through the realms of divine revelation, and what he saw would shake even the firmest believer to the core. After witnessing the fall of the Watchers and the imprisonment of the rebellious angels, Enoch is taken to a place unlike any other, a realm not of punishment, but of prophecy. A sacred chamber in the heavens where the future is written in flame, where time itself is nothing but a whisper. And there, he is shown visions terrifying, magnificent, and completely unimaginable. The angel guiding him speaks softly. These are the secrets not meant for men, but for the chosen. Enoch is no longer simply a man. He is a scribe of God, writing down what humanity would not believe. And what he sees is this, a vision of the end times, not as thunder and fire alone, but as a cosmic reset, a collapse of corrupt dominions, not just on earth, but in the heavens above. The stars, the very luminaries in the sky, will rebel against their order. The moon will forsake her cycle. The sun will turn away its face. The cosmos will fall out of rhythm. But why? Because divine law has been broken too many times. The Watchers were not the only ones who rebelled. Humanity, blessed with free will, chose darkness. And in Enoch's vision, the earth is groaning. Nature is rebelling. The mountains are trembling. The oceans rise without command. Animals turn violent. The soil itself refuses to yield. Why? Because mankind's wickedness has thrown everything out of balance. Every sign has a frequency. Every crime against nature echoes in creation, and the echoes have become screams. Then Enoch sees something else, cities built by fallen knowledge. Mankind using the secrets given by angels to build not temples to God, but thrones for themselves. They use technology not to uplift, but to dominate. Artificial creations, unholy hybrids, abominations mimicking life. Enoch sees men trying to ascend like gods, uploading minds, merging flesh with metal, crossing lines meant to never be crossed. They build towers again, the angel whispers, just as they did in Babel, but this time they will not be scattered. This time they will be judged. In the center of it all, Enoch sees a throne blazing with a light no eye can endure. and on that throne, the Ancient of Days, the Judge of all. Around him are thousands upon thousands of beings, angels, creatures of flame, wheels within wheels, all waiting for the verdict. The book is opened, not just the book of life, but also the book of judgment. Every soul, every act, every hidden thought, nothing is missed. And those whose names are not found are cast into a lake of fire not made for humans, but for angels. But wait, there is mercy too. Enoch sees the righteous, the few, the forgotten, the mocked, those who held to faith in the darkest of nights, and they are lifted up, not in pride, but in rescue, protected under the wings of divine guardians, carried across the storm into a new world, a world where justice reigns, a world that looks like Eden reborn. Enoch weeps when he sees this, because for all the terror of judgment, there is also hope. Hope for the faithful, a promise kept. Then the angel shows him the abyss, a chasm so deep, light cannot escape it. Inside are imprisoned the fallen watchers, chained in torment, crying out not for escape, but for oblivion. But they are denied even that. They taught mankind war, blood rituals, the twisting of flesh. The angel says, they corrupted the seed of earth. This is their end. And Enoch asks, will this also be the fate of man? The angel answers, not if they return, not if they remember who they were made to be. Enoch is then shown the signs of the end, and this is the part that will chill your blood. For the signs are not just cosmic, they are personal. Betrayals in families, children turning against parents, lovers losing love, people addicted not just to drugs, but to distraction. Their eyes glued to false images, their hearts dulled by pleasures, their minds hijacked by false wisdom. The world becomes a theater, a circus of noise, and in that noise, the voice of truth becomes harder and harder to hear. Enoch sees a rise of false lights, leaders, influencers, even false messiahs. They speak of unity, love, peace, but their fruits are deception, division, and domination. They promise freedom, but bind people with digital chains. They wear sheep's clothing, but their breath smells of sulfur. And they mock the sacred. They rewrite scripture. They build new doctrines that remove judgment, remove holiness, and elevate self above God. This, the angel says, is the spirit of the Antichrist. Not one man, but many. A movement, a wave. The world, in its final days, becomes drunk on its own ego, celebrating confusion as enlightenment, tearing down every ancient boundary, making the unnatural natural. And when truth is outlawed, when righteousness is ridiculed, when evil is paraded as good, then the clock strikes midnight. That is the moment of return. The king comes not in a whisper, but in thunder. And Enoch sees him not as a lamb, but as a lion, eyes like fire, voice like rushing waters. And behind him armies of heaven. Enoch describes the return of the Son of Man as an event that splits the sky open. Every eye will see, every knee will buckle, not in voluntary worship, but in terror. Those who denied him will try to hide, to escape into mountains, into bunkers, into the digital void. But there is nowhere left to run. Judgment is not delayed. The great separation begins. Wheat from tares, sheep from goats, light from darkness. But the end is not merely destruction, it is rebirth. Enoch sees the earth being purified, like gold in a furnace, every corruption burned away, every tear wiped clean. A new world forged not by human hands, but by divine will. And in this world, the righteous shine like the sun. The knowledge of God covers the earth like water covers the sea. There is no death, no betrayal, no fear. Just eternal communion. But the vision doesn't stop there. Enoch is shown something even deeper. He sees the timeline of humanity, a clock with 7 great ages, and we are in the final ticks of the 6th. The 7th is Sabbath, the era of rest, but before that were not just a flesh and blood, but spiritual war. Angels and demons unleashed, portals between realms opening, things once called myth becoming reality. And then Enoch's final warning. He writes of a great deception, a last test. Something so persuasive, so powerful, even the elect could be fooled. The lie will be beautiful. It will offer solutions to all problems, climate, war, disease, death itself. It will promise eternal life through man-made means, but it will cost your soul. To accept it, you must reject the Creator. This is the mark, the angel says, not on the skin alone, but on the heart. Enoch sees people lining up not with chains, but with smiles, choosing slavery over surrender, and once chosen, they cannot go back. In those days, he writes, the path of truth will be hidden, the wise will be silenced, and the only light left will be within. That's why the Book of Enoch was hidden for so long, because it reveals too much. It speaks of wars beyond politics, technologies beyond science, and judgments beyond this dimension. And now, in our time, it resurfaces, not by accident, but as a trumpet call, a warning that the old prophecies are not done. They're just beginning. The watchers are watching again. Giants walk again, this time not in the flesh, but in systems, corporations, ideologies. The same ancient spirits wearing modern masks, and most are too blind to see it. But not you. You're here, listening, for a reason. Because deep inside, you know something's off. The world isn't just decaying, it's being prepared for something. And the Book of Enoch may be the missing puzzle piece. The key to understanding what mainstream religion ignores, what history buries, what your spirit has always known. You were born into the final chapter, a chapter that Enoch saw before time began. He saw you, he saw your choice, and now you must decide. Stay asleep in the illusion or awaken to the truth.